Naacp Act So Award Ceremony. My name is James Crummell from ABC 27 News. Thank you so much for coming out here tonight. I'm very excited to be part of this award ceremony, honoring some wonderful young people here in our area and seeing as they move on to the national competition coming up this summer in Atlantic City. So I'm really excited to be a part of this ceremony. So let's get things started right now. Kyle Brunson will come up. He's the Act So chairperson with some opening remarks.
Well, first, as always, I greet you in the name of those that came before me, those here with me, those yet to come. Yes, sir. The acronym ACT stands for Afro Academic, Cultural, Technological, and Scientific Olympics. This is a community celebration of the genius that we believe needs to be mined in our African American and Latino student community. So I want to deal with a little call and response. I'm going to ask you to repeat after me. There is genius.
There is genius
To be mined. In the ACT So student community.
in the ACT So student community.
There is genius. To be mined. In the ACT So student community.
In the ACT So student community.
So way in the back, so you can hear it up here. There's genius.
There is genius
To be mined.
to be mined
In the ACT So student community.
in the ACT So student community.
I chaired this program, thank you so much. I've chaired this program since, and the idea of the mining came to me in that in mining, you have to go and you gotta seek out this precious commodity. But then once you see it, you have to bring it out and develop it. And then it's not ready until you polish it. So what we have with us tonight, all the members of the community that's helping us mine and prepare these geniuses to represent us in the future. So those individuals that will be acknowledged tonight are from the representation of our political leadership, who will be giving words of encouragement. There'll be our sponsors, who give us the actual fuel to do this. There'll be individual committee members and the judges members, all that come together to help us mine and perfect and highlight the genius that resides in our student community. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you the president of the Greater Harrisburg Area NAACP program, Reverend Franklin L.
To welcome all of you here tonight is a privilege and a pleasure. I thank you all so much for being here shoulder to shoulder, seeking to listen and to look at what God has done with our young ebony experience. It is good to be in the house and be able to witness young people becoming a part of the fabric and the history of these United States. as well as the National NAACP, which has been in existence for over 100 years. So again, welcome to all of you. A token of reasoning mindset tonight is success is an action in personal responsibility that changes one's destiny from mediocrity to greatness. How is it done? Become an avid listener. Become an avid learner. Become a legislator of your own will. Engage in accomplishing personal ambitions. And become a prisoner of your desires and passions. Self-respect is 100% of everything that an individual will need for the totality of their lives. Without it, self-respect, nothing can be achieved. Welcome.
Thank you, Reverend Allen. Next, we're going to have the presentation. Words of encouragement from some of our elected leaders. First, we have Representative Patty Kim from the PA House of Representatives, 103rd Legislative District.
Good evening, everyone. So good to be here tonight to help celebrate our students and the accomplishments that they have achieved. In a world where there's a lot of self-doubt, in a world where there's a lot of competition, in a world where you can just pick up your phone and find that someone's probably more talented than you, better looking than you, a better speaker than you, it's hard out there. And to the students, I wanted just to remind them that a lot of adults, a lot of leaders have put this together to remind you of how talented you are, how special you are, and what you've accomplished. A very quick personal story. When I was as a 17-year-old, I think I got my SAT scores back. They were terrible. They were terrible. Like, I didn't even think I did. That's too personal. But as I knew I had to go see my dad, and I remember leaving my boyfriend's house, driving, and I so wanted to drive my car into the tree. Because I just felt that I wasn't going to get into college, I wasn't going to do well, and that this was my bright future was over. And so I don't think that self-doubt is new to anyone. And I want to ask the students that when you're feeling down, you don't feel like you're going to get to the next level, remember these awards. That you received an Naacp So award that is so competitive, that was really hard to do. That you remember these accomplishments. You'll be getting certificates and awards later tonight. Keep them. Remind yourself that you've accomplished something and you can do so much more. If I had drove the car into a tree, I would not be able to be doing the things that I'm doing. That could be you as well. Sorry for being a little depressing, but I wanted to share a little bit of part of me to you and to ask you to keep going, and that we're proud of you and we believe in you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Dalton County Commissioner Mike Priest.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I think we can all agree that this world is a much better place with State Representative Patty Kim in it. Let's give her we have navigated through one of the most challenging times in history as a result of a worldwide pandemic. COVID-19 was a challenge for all of us on so many fronts. Public health, the economy, education, political and social unrest. Everything we were accustomed to, our daily lives as we knew them, social interaction, sports and entertainment, work and schooling, trips to the local store or out of town, all put on hold with seemingly no end in sight after a 2-week shutdown became almost 2 years of turning our economy and our personal lives upside down. And we all saw firsthand just how important the occupations we took for granted are to each and every one of us. Doctors, nurses, 911 dispatchers, grocery workers, gas station attendants, police, fire, EMS, corrections workers, truck drivers, all continue 24/7 operations, dealing with quarantines, and these folks never stopped or worked from home while the rest of the country did. And to the youth assembled here tonight, for what is certainly the most deserving and outstanding recognition, you are here for a reason. Do not follow, lead. Ask yourselves, if not now, when? If not you, who? You are the ones we've been waiting for. The future is now. Look around the room right now. Individually, you're one, but together, you are a strong, unified force for positive change within your communities. You are all here for a reason. Do not follow, lead. And ladies and gentlemen, with the young men and women like we have here this evening, the future of this great nation is in very good hands. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. Next, speaking on behalf of Harrisburg Mayor Wanda Williams is Jason Graves.
How's everybody? First, I want to start by, despite this weather this weekend, today is a very blessed day because it's another day for me. I am very honored to be given the opportunity to speak on behalf of the mayor today and on behalf of the city of Harrisburg. And everybody know that. Just to piggyback on what everybody else is saying, this is a brighter future. And what's going on with today's youth in this program also depicts what the future can be. Everybody needs to realize that despite the depressing things that happen in the world, what's going on in the world today, being here at this moment today shows that we're towards the right way. And this is something that we can always look forward to for the beginning, for the future, and the young leaders of today. So I don't want to keep it very long. I just want to let everybody know that if you believe in everything that you do in your heart, you have the opportunity to do so, make sure you grab it any way that you can. Because if you don't, it's never going to be there again. Thank you.
Up next from the Harrisburg City Council, we have David Matson and Danielle Bowers.
Good evening, everybody. He forgot to mention one important fact, and that is President Bowers and myself are proud alumni of the Naacp So Ceremony program. And just to take you back to when I was a young student, I'm so proud of you guys. Congratulations on doing this. It's not easy. I know you're the type of kids that probably do a lot, but a lot of friends probably pretty popular, and you still make time to do this and improve yourself. So good for you. Big pat on the back for the scholars. Real quick. So I graduated from Middletown in 2004. And back then I was a student athlete, where started to get into academia. All I cared about was starting on varsity sports. And we had a pretty good soccer team at the time. So all I did was train all year round to get on the soccer team. And we actually won states that year. And I was on the JV team and was doing really well. I was scoring a lot of goals, and I was getting looks and getting to train with the varsity team. And that was like a big dream. And sure enough, I had a game where I hurt my knee, I hurt a snap and a pop. And when I went to the doctors, they said, your ACL has been snapped in half. Your season's done. And I was devastated. I just, that's all I wanted to do was to play on that soccer team. And I knew it wasn't going to happen. So I was sitting in the homeroom one day, and they made an announcement, and they said, hey, there's this competition for people that may be interested in writing. And at the time, I was taking a Shakespeare's class, and one of the assignments we got was playwriting. So I really liked that exercise, and then when I went and learned about this competition the NAACP was doing, one of the things you could compete in is playwriting. And so I had nothing to do because I was in crutches, so I sat up in my room and drafted a play. I spent all the time and pent up energy I had into this play. And I never did something like that before. And, I was real nervous about it, so I reached out and said, hey, is there somebody I can like pitch this to or share it with? And they said, yeah. There's a gentleman by the name of Naacp. Every Friday, he has a writer's workshop in the basement of the Whitaker Center. And so I showed up, and he said, hey, I'm a pretty young guy. What are you doing here? And I said, well, I'm in the competition, and I really want to share my ideas, but I've never done this before. I'm real nervous. And he's like, well, floor is yours. And so I got out this piece of paper, and I was real nervous, and I just started reading it. And I got this, initially from these adults that were doing all this serious writing, like these sort of stoic like stares. And then afterwards, they said, that was really good. And it wasn't like, that was really good, when people just kind of give you a compliment to give you a compliment. They meant it. And they said, you got to spruce a couple things up here or there, but then, you could have a really good shot in the competition. So I took their feedback, I worked on it, and I won a bronze that year. And I know some of you gold medals or whatever, but that meant the world to me to win that bronze award that year. And it taught me that I wasn't just a student athlete, but I had a brain, and if I applied myself for academics, I could move on. So from there, I focused a little bit more on school, a little less on sports, and went on to get a graduate degree, a master's degree, and then eventually in politics, and that made me want to start a career in politics and run for office. And I was elected to city council as one of the younger members 5 years ago. And when I look back on my life, and every time I'm going to keep doing this, I look back and I think, where did all of this start? And it started right here with this program. And I think I had opportunities to go abroad for school, and I did all that. But this is what I'm going to say to all the scholars: you're really talented folks. You're going to get opportunities to leave and see the world. And all I say is, if you have an opportunity, and you're kind of sick of what's going on in other places, please come back home, help support President Bowers, run for office, start a nonprofit, get in local government, get in state government. But take your talents throughout the world. I'm sure the world would love to see them, but if you have a chance, come back and help us continue to support and build this community. And I hope to see a couple of you up here giving speeches like this in the coming years. So with that, we'll leave it with Daniel or President Bowers. And just thank you so much. I'm so proud of all of you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to be here. It is sort of a full circle moment, I guess. I competed as an ACT scholar in the summer of 2005. It was right before going to college. So the competition that I participated in was oratory. Once upon a time prior to college, I thought I wanted to be a broadcast journalist. So oratory was always something that interested me. My favorite subject was English, so I wrote my speech. I was really excited to share. It was about Black history and other relevant history during that time. I was awarded a gold medal, so I had an opportunity to attend a national competition. And that was just an awesome experience. In fact, I met some students who became my friends before we had an opportunity to even get to college. I'm a proud alum of Spelman College, and one of my really good friends who attended Morehouse College. We competed against each other in oratory, but we're still good friends today, and he's doing very well. So to all of the gold medalists, you do have an opportunity to attend the national competition in Atlantic City. Please take or make the most of the experience. You never know who you might meet, lifelong friends, while gaining the experience in your field that you participated in. So it's great to be here. Congratulations. I look forward to hearing all of the wonderful things that you will do in the future. Always remember to be yourself, continue to work hard, and God will handle the rest. Thank you.
Wonderful. I love hearing success stories like that. I'm looking forward to a few years seeing some of you up here on the stage with your own success stories. Coming up next to the stage, we have the co-chairperson of the Greater Harrisburg Area NAACP Act So program, the Molly Brunson program.
Good evening, everybody. Oh, come on, y'all do better than that. I'm gonna fall asleep. Come on. Good evening, everyone. Great, thank you so much. So I'm going to keep my comments very brief. I know you want to get some good stuff and find out who won. But I want to speak directly right now to our Act So students and contestants. There is a quote, and it goes a little something like this. Hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. Hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. Now, what that implies is you have either one or the other, and you can achieve success by one route or the other. Well, I can say, as the virtual coordinator, that you all have transcended that and you have both. What I have seen from you all, the level of resilience and commitment is amazing. And I just want you to hold tight to that. Look at where you are right now. This is a Saturday evening. And I'm sure there are at least two or three you could be doing other than being here at an awards ceremony where you're investing in yourselves. What you're doing right now, this is called delayed gratification. And there's something in you that has said, I'm going to forego the good to go for the great. And I don't want you to lose that. Forego the good to go and get the great. And I promise you, if you stay true to that, you'll win every time. Have a good evening. Okay, so we are going to hand out the proclamations. Each representative come up, and in the essence of time, we will give you all of their proclamations at once. Because y'all have about like 3, 4, 5, 50 of them. So just, let's give you everything at one time. But I promise you, they're beautiful, you will love them, and you never know when you're going to need them. So let's start with, and please, I apologize in advance if I mispronounce your name. I am very serious about names, as you can imagine. With my first name being Jamali, it's not very common. I would always joke that I knew when my name was coming up during roll call at school, because if there was a substitute teacher, she would go from Brittany, Christina, and I would just say here. So, okay. First up, we have Sajuni Adamuwajan. And Tajuni was our medicine and health contestant. Next, we have Janice Baldwin in poetry. Okay.
You want to talk? Yes, please. So TJ Sue.
What do you want?
Circle around, somebody has to break the record.
Oh, that's all right.
Each one of the students have. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Our next student is Janice Baldwin.
Yes, yes. Enjoy. Teaching.
Come on, Mike.
Yes.
Lady Lyman.
We wanted to come up on this side.
Bruce and all of our AXO contestants to come here on this side, please. First thing, Bruce.
Want to take your mask down here?
Next, we have Sion Estefanos.
Patty said, oh.
That's not all of them.
these more.
Take another one. Come back. Come back. Go back. I'll get it. No, no. Thank you.
Next, we have Andy Sebastian Musache. The Bay Gang. Here she is.
Hey guys, if anybody is looking at the back of someone's head, we don't see it.
So we spread out. How do we do it?
Next, we have Angel Poole.
We get her, so we get one. That's not that.
Next, we have Savon Johnson. If you have not received your certificates yet, you can start to line up over here.
Ready to go?
Next up, we're going to have Jimmers Morales. Waller. Scotty Murray. Zakia Parker.
I know, what's silly, right?
Shari Payne.
Hi, congratulations.
Vega Ramos Ramirez.
Congratulations.
Liliana Rivera. India Smith. Nicole Valera.
I'm gonna take two, okay?
Best I can.
All right, congratulations to all of our students. Okay, right now we're going to have Kyle Brunson come back up to acknowledge our sponsor.
There's some realities that certainly have to deal with in running a program. All of us who work with the action program and volunteers, we're all volunteers. However, if we're going to get these awards that's been given out, if we're going to get these winners to the national competition, which will be in Atlantic City, and house them, and transport them, and sustain them for 5 days. We have to lean on the generosity of our sponsors to underwrite. So, without further ado, I want to acknowledge our first grand sponsor who has stood with us for more than a decade. And I want to present this grand sponsor award to the Hershey Company. And accepting on behalf of the Hershey Company, Lacey Loesch, would you please come up?
Mr. President.
So, this is Greater Harrisburg Area Naacp Act So Program Grand Sponsor Award presented to the Hershey Company from Reverend Frank and Allen, our branch president, Kyle Brunson, Axel Chairperson, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 2022.
Thank you all so much for coming today. I just wanted to thank all the students for participating in the ACT So competition. I was also a judge this year, and I definitely love seeing all the submissions and being able to give well-pointed feedback when I had the chance. I love being able to partner with you guys, and I definitely appreciate all the hard work that you put into your presentations, all of your submissions. I wish all the gold medalists good luck moving forward into the national competition. And I appreciate every single one of your supporters that are here supporting me today. So thank you.
the Hershey Company really has done so much in having several different programs with the Hershey employees to help and support the effort. This next award is another brand sponsor, but this is a relationship that just started this year. And what was behind it was my introduction by the president to the vice president and general manager of ABC TV 27. And at the end of our conversation, Mr. Robert B. called in a number of his chief staff and says, we're going to support this program. You know, like you all see the movie, so that it be written, so that it be done. And we have had such support and cooperation from ABC TV 27. Some of you may have seen the Good Day PA spots. The spot they took me that they started playing back in November, and I saw it still playing. Someone said they must like you, Kyle. So but we want to acknowledge this grant sponsor. And on behalf of them, and ask, I know that I don't see Mr. B here, but I'm going to ask James to please come up and accept on behalf of ABC TV. The Naacp Act So Program Grant Sponsor Board presented to ABC TV 27, Robert G. B., VP and General Manager, Reverend Frank and Allen, Branch President, Kyle Brunson, Naacp Chairperson, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 2022.
All right, I'll say something very briefly. First of all, I don't sign the check at the station, so this has nothing to do with me. I don't make those types of decisions. I don't have that power. But I am happy to work for a station that does do so much for the community, and will be happy to support an organization such as this. And again, that gives back to our young people. So I am very proud to accept this on behalf of ABC 27. Thank you.
Victor.
This next award is a sponsored award to a organization that has really supported the ACT program over many years, consistently. And we want to acknowledge tonight, Giant is Aisha Moore still here? Yes. Please come up and accept on behalf of Giant. We used to say the Giant Company, and we make sure Lisa, I want to let you know that some extra work had to go into this so that we can get your actual logo. Yeah, because we want to make sure that you understood how much we really appreciate your support. So this is our Great Harrisburg Area NAACP Act So Program Sponsor Award presented to Giant, Reverend Frank now Branch President, and Kyle Brunson, actual chairperson. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 2022.
And you know, we certainly need to, Lord, right? But good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for this honor, and I know we're just talking about the importance of me, so I just appreciate you taking the time to have the design community logo right there. But congratulations to all the participants and to everyone who won the recognition today as well. It's certainly an honor for the Design Company to be part of this program. In earlier remarks as well, we heard a lot about future, right? Investing in future. And at the Design Company, our purpose is connecting families with a better future. And I cannot think of a better way in empowering and investing in our youth, in our leaders, not only for future, but today's leader as well. So congratulations, keep believing in yourself and keep aspiring for higher goals and achieving those dreams. Thank you.
This next award goes to a sponsor and one who produces these beautiful awards for us year after year. Larry Myers, would you please come up? We probably have the longest standing relationship of any sponsors with Myers Associates. So this is the greatest Harrisburg area Naacp Act So program sponsored award presented to Myers Associates. Reverend Frank Allen, branch president, Carver Brunson Act So chairperson, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 2022.
Sometimes my hands get slippery, so I just want. I'm not a person of words. Only thing I'd like to do is, I want to give thanks to Kyle Brunson because we've been working together for many, many years on this program, and I've seen, and you have seen some of the past students and how they've achieved what they've achieved now as they moved on. So I want to say to all the students here, you are our future. And we hope and pray that some of you, once you move and go to the next level of your education, that I'm hoping that some of you will come back to Harrisburg and be part of this community. So thank you very much.
Another one of our important sponsors that we want to acknowledge tonight is the Kiwanis Club. And Joe Project, you here?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I'd like Joe to come up and accept on behalf of the Kiwanis Club. Greater Harrisburg Area Naacp Act So program sponsor award presented to the Kiwanis Club of Harrisburg. Reverend Frank Allen, branch president, Carver Brunson, Act So chairperson, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 2022.
Thank you, Kava. Congratulations to all the student participants here this evening. I am proud to represent the Harrisburg City Kiwanis Club, who have been serving the youth of the community for over 100 years. Through scholarships and grant awards such as that given to the Greater Harrisburg NAACP Act So program, we continue our mission of serving the youth in the community and look for great things to come out of all of you in all your future endeavors. Thank you.
Next, we get some extra support on the proclamations from our Dauphin County Commissioners. So Commissioner Mike Reeves, please come up and accept this Greater Harrisburg Area NAACP Act So Program Sponsor Award presented to the Dauphin County Commissioners, Reverend Franklin Allen, Branch President, Carver Brunson, Naacp So Chairperson, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 2022.
Thank you, Councilor.
We are honored to be part of this great team of sponsors in celebrating the best and the brightest major stars keep shining. Thank you.
This next sponsor award is for one of the new relationships that we built, having to do with being able to have this beautiful facility. So I'm going to ask Jen Paul of the Word Center to please come up and accept this award on behalf of the Word Center. Oh, come back. Just correcting, that's stage left. Okay, so this is Greater Harrisburg Area NAACP Act So Program Sponsor Award presented to the Whitaker Center for Science and Arts, Reverend Franklin Allen, Branch President, Carver Brunson, Act So Chairperson, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 2022. Yes.
I love to say words in front of people. This is fantastic. So Whitaker Center is very proud to host this award. Such a large room full of much talent and creative students, and we're very proud to host you here, and hopefully next year too. Thank you very much.
This final award is not an award that we are presenting, but there was a special sponsor relationship that was created by ABC TV itself. And to explain how the Milton Hershey came to come in and support the program, I'm going to ask James Cronin to please come back up. Like this. James.
Yeah, so we just want to acknowledge Milton Hershey School. They are in charge of all the video production that you see here this evening. So we do want to give them a nice round of applause. Let's give them applause to Milton Hershey School for all they did.
Thank you very much. Milton Hershey School.
All right, coming up next on the stage, we're going to have a virtual AXO competition judges announcement. For that, we turn things over to Reverend Dr. Nathaniel Jackson.
Good evening. Wow. Again, good evening.
Good evening.
Thank you so much. You know, for years, I was able to be an AXO judge. It was always an honor. I would have done it. I was always in the writing area, whether it be poetry or some other area. And it was always because of that voice from Dr. George Love. He would give me a call sometime, you know, before the boards and say, hey, just sit on. And of course, the answer would always be yes, right? And he also, you know, Texas. But Dr. Love ran the judges, you know, the organizing judges for years. He did a great job. And then he was no longer able, he was not with us. Kyle asked me about to step in, and I found it to be quite an honor to do so because of the magnitude of who he was and who he represented for this community. And I'm so glad to see George Love Jr. here today. I haven't seen him in years. God bless your son, and his wife, amen. And also Karen Love, his sister, and of course, Mrs. Teddy Love, the one who started it all. Yes, if you don't mind, we can bring the lights just a little bit. I'm gonna ask our judges for a press, to please stand and be acknowledged if you will. Can we bring the lights up in the auditorium just a bit, so we can see everybody? If there's anyone in the booth. Speaking to myself. Okay. If we can, okay, there we go. Thank you. That's excellent. So, okay. Please stand. I'm just gonna call some names, starting with Dr. Myra Miller. Dr. Miller, quite frankly, is in California. She is from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. And because this was virtual, we were able to enlist her help. And Dr. Miller had to do a library that she did. And this is her second year working with us. So we're so pleased to have Dr. Myra Miller, a graduate from the Harrisburg City Schools, by the way, who went on to receive her PhD and is doing great work with not only with AXO, but around the country. Dr. Askia Belgrade is also an outstanding teacher. And I forget exactly where she's teaching. I don't think she's here today. Do I see Dr. Belgrade? Okay, but she really brought a lot of expertise to our judges panel in the area of medicine. And so her and Dr. Miller, along with myself, were able to do that work. And these two bad sisters, they really knew what they're doing. Ruby Dow is Ruby Dow. If you don't know Ruby Dow, then you have missed one of the great community activists, along with her husband, you know, Michael Dobbs. They do great work. Ruby is quite an artist too, by the way. She works very closely with Commissioner Chad Setter. Also, Nancy Mendez is quite an artist. I don't see Nancy here tonight as well, but Nancy Mendez, many of you know, has distinguished herself for years as an outstanding artist. Freddie Clay. I don't know as much about Brother Fred Davis, right here. It's an alpha brother of mine. And I'm not sure of his job, but I know it's an alpha man, so he's a good man. He does a lot of great work for us and has for people. Thank you so much. And by the way, the alphas came down to man the doors today, didn't it? All right, alpha. Carla Roach, is Carla here? Okay, Carla is an excellent, you know, judge for us as well. Say, you know Carla? She's in the back. Carla's in the back? Yeah, Carla. Okay, she must have stepped out. Carla is excellent, and thank you so much, Carla, for being the judge. Valerie Gray, is Valerie here today? Valerie is a professor at Harrisburg Area Community College and has been one of our judges' chairs in the area of writing. And so she's outstanding, so glad to have her on board. Chris and Carol Green, her husband and wife team, they're authors as well as life coaches, and they do a tremendous work, and they've been judges for us for a few years. We want to thank them. Danielle Downs, our Harrisburg City Council President. She is here tonight. Thank you so much for what you did to help us. And also Dr. Brenda Day from Clarion University, who was very active in the Pennsylvania Black Conference on Higher Education. She's an outstanding educator, and she was able to join us as well because we were virtual. Queenie Clem, who is a tremendous teacher and promoter of writing. She has all kinds of writers' platforms and is a big fan of writers' workshop. Queenie Clem lives in South Carolina, and she has been very active with us, and she was a judge as well. She's outstanding. Carmen Henry Harris. who everyone knows, Carmen Henry Harris, what a community activist she is, does a lot of work with the Dauphin County, this is the Cultural Diversity Forum that we have. And she's done other things as well. We thank her for being a judge for a number of years. Shanika Baltimore was a student when I was working there at Science High. She went on to graduate from Princeton and the University of Delaware, and she is just outstanding. She was one of the presenters for the Pennsylvania Conference on Education. And Shanika is what I call a prodigy for the Harrisburg City Schools. And she was one of our judges. And by the way, she is running a writing workshop. And she's doing some other things that will help students like yourself enter into colleges like Princeton or Harvard or Howard and on that line. Watch out for Shanika Baltimore. Mira Brunson, Mira in the house. Where's Mira? Mira's not here tonight? Well, Mira Brunson is one of our award winners from years back. She happens to be the daughter of Colin Brunson. Yeah. And also, she also was an outstanding judge. And there's Mira's mother sitting there as well. So we're so glad to have her do full circle. Not only did she, participate as a student, but she came back as a judge. And by the way, she was one of the persons that helped along my wife put together this beautiful program tonight. So we thank the Mira. Also, Wendy Nochirione, I love saying that name, Nochirione. Okay. And Wendy's an outstanding spoken word artist. You've never heard of Wendy. You want to hear her. She's not only a spoken word artist, but she's a storyteller as well. She lived, I think, 8 years in Nigeria. And that's where the name of Chironi comes from. And her son, by the way, was standing on 6'9". Last year was one of our participants. And this year he did not participate. He's an outstanding poet. And so we're so glad to have her expertise. Rovania Bradley. Rovania is an award-winning author. She has won national awards. She is a former school teacher in the Central Dauphin School District. And she is now teaching the St. Stephen's School, right, Ken? Oh, right. And so, and by the way, Karen happens to be, I think, the president of the board at St. Stephen's. All right, so that's, and also, Valdezia Brown. Valdezia is at Stevenson State College in Manchester. Is that Valdezia? Stevenson, yeah, Stevenson. And she's also very active with the Pennsylvania Conference on Higher Education. Pearl Speed. Pearl has been a big friend to many organizations in this community. Pearl is a 27-year veteran of the state troopers. She currently works with my wife, Pat, and she's a full-time employee there with the Sean House. And she's been one of our, judges for years. Dr. Davis Henderson is in back there. Dr. Henderson, raise your hand. Thank you so much. Dr. Henderson is a retired president of the college, and she is also a great Christian woman who's been a tremendous help to me and my wife and doing a lot of great work in the city. She also went through our chaplain's program, so she's an outstanding Christian lady and a chaplain. Also, David Smith was not here tonight, but I don't see David. But David is an outstanding retired gentleman of the Navy. He was an officer. He did a lot of recruitment here. He's currently going through our program to be chaplain. And David also has a very background in electronics and all that. He was a big help to our committee. Tina Nixon happens to be vice president of UPMC, and she was also the president, director of the YWCA for years. And Tina's done tremendous work in our community, and we were so happy to have her this year for a first-time judge. Dr. Lewis Malera. I know Dr. Malera, you worked a lot with the Pennsylvania Conference, is that right? Dr. Malera, Dr. Lewis Malera, are you familiar?
Not Black Council, with another college.
From another college, okay, he's a college professor, but he was absolutely a wonderful judge, did a lot of work for us and was very conscientious, we thank him. Janelle Knight, I think my man over here knows me a little bit, she's one of our anchors on Channel 27, I think in the morning, is that correct? Weekend, she's a weekend anchor.
Right now.
She's work right now?
Yep.
We'll call her up and see, let her know. But Janelle Knight is excellent, she was our first time judge as well, she did an outstanding job, and we thank her. Commissioner Chad Sell, I think he was here earlier, probably left, but Commissioner Sell was his first time judge as well, he was really enthusiastic about it, and we thank him so much for stepping up. Lillian Bates, right in the back, Lillian, please raise your hand. We all know Lillian Bates, yes indeed, she works so tirelessly with our youth, she worked a long time with the Harrisburg Youth Athletic. She does a lot of work with Life Esteem, currently with our family programs, and Lillian is just loved by students all, and they know her, and she's like a pipe of students to success. So we would thank you so much for being part of this. Eric Jackson, retired school teachers with the Harrisburg District, but I think he's going back to the school for many years, tireless, and he is an elder in the you don't remember, used to be called Harambe, okay? Harambe Church. He's an outstanding actor and all that good stuff. And he brought a lot to the table as he always does. Mark Hunter Smith did a lot with dance. There he goes. Oh, there you are. Okay. Mark Hunter Smith is acknowledge him. Thank you for your expertise, sir, and for your diligence. And he really was, a breath of fresh air because he knows his area. And he was really concerned about making sure, we did it right. We appreciate that. And Lacey Lounge, Lacey was Mercy. I don't say that. But anyhow, Lacey was great, and she did a great job for us. Thank you so much. This is your first time too, right? Thank you, Lacey. Okay. Dr. Kamika Williams Witherspoon is one of my, my buddies from Temple University. She's an outstanding poet and writer, but she's also a better playwright. And she has plays all the time in Philadelphia. And her plays are always about Black consciousness. And she has one coming up now. In fact, she does a lot of reads and stuff like that. She's the chair of, I think it's the Social Studies Department in another department there at Temple University. Andrea Fulton, we all know Andrea. Andrea is a hairdresser, cosmetologist, but she also puts on one of the nicest, baddest, outstanding fashion shows for us every year. What she does when we do the Kwanzaa Festival. And Andrea's been around with us for many years, and she's an outstanding judge. Ramona French, Ramona here today. Well, Ramona French, outstanding, absolutely outstanding. She, is a poet and a dancer, but she's also a teacher. And she really teaches no matter what she's doing. She's always bringing, that to the table. And Dan Stout, stand here tonight. Dan Stout. Okay, we want to thank Dan for his expertise. He came on board. I think this was his first year, but he did a great job. Am I missing anybody? Did I miss anyone? Anyone? Okay. Well, anyhow, this is where judges a big round of applause.
Okay, now we'll have the Molly Brunson Murray back up to acknowledge the actual committee members.
Okay, so I'm just going to read the names of fantastic individuals that have worked with us to bring all of this to fruition. As our chair mentioned earlier, this is a strictly volunteer initiative. So, it takes a lot of, what's the saying that you used to say all the time growing up, Daddy? Many hands make light work. And this is an embodiment of that. So all the names that I'm reading here, they have literally played a tremendous part in helping to bring this together. So our ACT committee for 2022 is Copper Brunson, Reverend Franklin Allen, Pat Gadsden, Nathaniel Gadsden, myself, Tamala Brunson Murray, Nikita Brunson, Amir Brunson, Robert B., Melissa Long, Javita Thompson, Sharon Sherrick, Michael Bowles, Melissa Long, George Elo, Cynthia Spencer, Ruby Dobb, Jen Paul, William Skip Weber, Hilda Demapalos, Danielle Uwaga, Amy Yavanovich, Dr. Nicole Smith, Lisa Lausch, Tim Wingden, Eric Schrader, Gerald Barris, Michelle Felton, Vincent Harper, and our E-Town College coaches. I do want to just have a little aside here. These young ladies worked with us. They attend E-Town, but they helped to mentor our AXO students. And they did an exceedingly fabulous job. They took time, they were committed, they were professional, and through our relationship, they were actually able to receive credit for their commitment. And I just want to reference their names quickly here. Carrera Jackson, Samantha McNamara, Allie Boniker, Marion Engelhart, Mackenzie Pollock, and our new alliance with Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. The reason why we feel safe here today and you couldn't get in until, the denial was given. DeWitt Miller, David Saunders, Julius Cabbage and Freddie Player. Next, we are going to bring up Mr. Brunson again for our Lifetime Legacy Award.
You students out there, I hope that you've been paying close attention to tonight's proceeding. Because these are all the individuals who are giving their time because they believe that it's worth their time to promote this effort for you. Might I just put it flat, we don't owe you nothing. But we believe at the time that we're all spending voluntarily is worth it, so that you might represent us in our future. Hold on just a second. I want to do this special presentations that we added this year because we believe that it's important that we acknowledge those upon which shoulders we stand. Individuals that I'm going to talk about tonight, Lifetime Legacy Awards, are individuals who lived through times when they could not enter through the front door if they were going to a restaurant, could not sleep in certain hotels. If they were on public transportation, had to ride in the back of the bus. Faced with signs that simply said, "We will not hire Black people." You know, the history behind the passage of the Human Wages Act in 1955 is because the then governor did a survey and asked employers, would you hire Black people? A survey. And they answered no. These are individuals who blaze the trail and whose shoulders we all stand. This first recipient is Hetty Simmons Love, who was born in 1922. And she is the first African American to earn a master's of business administration degree from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania. She was born in Jacksonville, Florida, during segregation. She attended Fisk University, graduated in 1943. She then attended Penn's Wharton School, graduating with her MBA on June 18th, 1947. A 2017 article in the Wharton magazine described her as a trailblazer who opened the door for both minorities and women in the study of business management. She recalled that she was the only Black student at Wharton when she attended, and only 2 women in her class. but found colleagues among 3 Jewish male classmates who invited her to join their study group. The Black sorority, Alpha Kappa Alpha, which she joined at Fisk University in 1941, honored her at their Atlanta convention in 2016. The Wharton School honored her later that year as its annual Whitney M. Young Conference in December 2016. Eddie Simmons Love married George Hayward Love Sr., who received bachelor's, master's, and PhD degrees from the University of Pennsylvania, and who became the first African American employed as a high school teacher in the Philadelphia school system. The Loves later moved to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, lucky for us, where George Love supervised the desegregation of schools and where they raised their children. George Love Jr., who's here tonight, Karen Love, who's here tonight. Eddie Simmons Love was married to George Love for 66 years until the time of his death. So don't worry, you're not gonna have to walk up here tomorrow. We have to celebrate.
I never had a problem not being heard. I'm gonna let you know, I'm coming to present this award. Eddie Simmons Love. I want everyone to stand. Understand what I'm telling you. Black history, the struggles of our people of eternal. But we have individuals who gave so much of themselves to pave the way and suffered indignity so that we could wear dreads, African clothes, anything we want on TV. You understand me?
You should be honored. I don't want to impose on the family here. You should just come by before you leave, touch the hem of her coat. Mother, you've always treated me as a family member, and it is my distinct honor to stand here today and give you your due. So this Lifetime Legacy Award is presented from Greater Harrisburg area Naacp Act So program. This is love. From Reverend Frank Now, Carver Brunson, chairperson of this program, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 2022. I bet it is some more.
This is not only an honor, but a shock to be recognized like this. We live our lives, we think for ourselves, but we're always setting examples for other people to follow and also opening the way for some of them to come. I started out in a segregated system down in Jacksonville, Florida, where I was not allowed to get on a bus unless I paid my dues at the front door and walked to the back door and sit in the back of the bus. And now here I am today, being honored for all the things that have happened to me in the past and for my delight in knowing that this is a better world because I've lived in it.
You may see. This next award is given to Mr. Holmes Floyd. Over here. Wow. I'm going to talk about Holmes Floyd was born in the South, but raised in the Midwest. And Kansas on a football scholarship. And I was blessed to be on the road with him in my 39-year career, as he was the executive director of the Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission. And he shared with me stories how, as a student athlete, when he traveled, you should listen to this title. When he traveled and had games, he was one of the few African Americans on the team. The rest of the team could stay at the regular hotel. He had to stay at a different hotel. When the teams went to eat, the rest of the team were able to go to a restaurant. They had to bring him his food either to his room or through the side or back door. This man did not allow that to affect him. And he was so successful in his career at the University of Kansas that in his senior year, he was named as the co-captain of the football team, an honor that had never been given to an African American before. And after he graduated, he played in Canada's professional football league. And I'm letting you know, I saw some of his game films. They said he was one of the greatest running backs to ever come out of the University of Kansas. But even at that, and he personifies Axel, because Axel was founded on the idea that African Americans are more than just excellent athletes. He soon realized that there was life after football. He became active in civil rights. So he, before coming here, was the executive director of the Kansas Human Relations Commission, where he had enforced the Kansas Act Against Discrimination in Employment, Places of Public Accommodation, and Housing. And most notably, he did work with individuals like Dr. Martin Luther King to help expand the enforcement of their fair housing laws. We were very fortunate to have Mr. Floyd come to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania in 1970 and assumed the executive directorship of the Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission, where he worked effectively with numerous state and city administrations, beginning way back with Governor Schaefer and Mayor Swenson. Mr. Floyd oversaw the desegregation of the Harrisburg School District. In 1974, and the integration and the hiring of women into our Harrisburg police force, as well as African Americans. They weren't, I'll let you know, you see policemen of African descent, that's not a given. It's the work of Homer Floyd and those like him that put in a consent order with the city of Harrisburg so that they would hire women and persons of color to be police officers. So his impact on the field of civil rights enforcement earned him the title of Dean of Civil Rights in the national and the international human rights community. I'm letting you know, as a former employee, when I traveled to different parts of the country, attended different conferences, it asked where you from, and I said Pennsylvania, and invoked the name Homer Floyd. It's like the waters parted. Me evoking his name was all I needed to get in with whoever was the decision maker and the power over it, wherever I was, just by uttering his name. One of the interesting stories that secured his legacy in international civil rights community is the fact that when Martin Luther King was assassinated, they looked in his pocket and pulled out a paper with, I believe, 3 names. One of the names on that paper was Homer C. Floyd. His special recognition tonight is not unlike Homer. When you need something, he's there. When you want to praise him, he scares. But his special recognition tonight is due to all the above, but also because in 1999, Mr. Floyd met with me as one of the regional directors, instructed that I should go forth and create alliances in the community. I chose to fulfill this task by accepting the appointment as the actual chairperson from the late Charles Chivers, the former president of the greatest Harrisburg area NAACP in 1999. Now, mind you, Homer Floyd retired as executive director in 2011. I left the Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission later that same year. But as I present and tell you about this award to be bestowed on Mr. Floyd, I just wanted to report to the board that I'm still working on it. It's just a lifetime legacy award, and we'll now move forward with the program. And now I'd like to talk about the George Love Memorial Service Award. My maternal grandfather, Edward Griffith, taught me as a little boy that one of the reasons why African civilization has the first and longest running history of all the members of the human family was that one of its cornerstones was the reverence for our elders. I believe that is because of his teaching, and I was able to immediately treasure and revere one of my elders at the time. Dr. George Love was a veteran and a scholar. He was a professor, having taught in other countries, only to return to teach biology and chemistry at the John Harris High School. He was administrator for the Harrisburg School District, and right here was the recipient of numerous awards. He dedicated his life to community service, but very fortunate for us. Dr. Love considered the Act So program and accepted when I asked him to be our judge's chair. He considered it one of his favorite programs where he served as our judge's chairperson, a national competition chairperson from 1999 until he joined the Ancestors on December 14, 2014. In recognition of his dedication to Act So and the impact he had on all he encountered, we established the George Love Memorial Service Award to be given to the individual who most closely models the legacy left for us by this great man. Vincent Harper, would you come up to the stage? Vincent Harper is the student, principal of the Bishop of High School. And it wasn't difficult for me to decide to give him this award, having heard and overheard one time he was talking to his students, encouraging them to put their best foot forward in competing in the Act So program. But he told them, there's no failure. You will not disappoint us if you don't win. The important thing is that you believe in yourself and that you compete. He said that months ago. I made a decision that he would receive this prestigious award. Didn't tell you what happened. But Vincent Harper, this is the Greater Harrisburg Naacp Dr. George Love Memorial Award, presented to you by Reverend Franklin Allen, President, and Cabo Brunson, the Act So chairperson, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, 2022.
You always puts me on the spot there. This was very unexpected. Thank you very much. The only thing that I can say is that I've only done what's possible to encourage my students. I'm very proud of you guys. It's great to see you guys come out for the competition, and I'm always proud of the things that you guys do. My only talent is encouraging you guys to reach the greatness. Get you guys out here to show everybody else the talents that you guys have, and that your intelligence speaks for itself. So keep reaching for the stars, kids. Thank you.
Naacp plus. Lisa Waller Memorial Service Award. Lisa Waller was the principal and founding director of the Harrisburg the Harrisburg High School of Science and Technology from 2003 to 2007. And if you visit this mural in the reading room dedicated in her honor, the caption that reads, "Let your light shine." This is a brief description of the person I approached in 2004, hoping to gain her support for the ACT program. And her belief and dedication to our children is so strong that she not only established ACT So at SciTech, but she traveled with us to the National ACT So competition as a chaperone. Every year since 2004, SciTech has presented or produced a medalist of some level in our actual program, and has also many times represented us at the national actual competition. Ms. Waller joined the ancestors in 2007 at the young age of 40. Ever since, we have honored the individual that we thought most personified the spirit and dedication of Lisa Waller. Hilda Demopoulos, will you please come up? I can't tell you how many times I've been on the telephone or traded emails or had Hilda follow up. And I know you her students can tell the story, making sure that you are where you're supposed to be, making sure that you got us because you've been nurse, all of your stuff in proper form, making sure even to help to get you here and stand with you tonight. So it's my distinct honor to present the Greater Harrisburg Area Naacp Lisa Waller Memorial Service Award presented to Hilda Demopoulos, Reverend Frank, Branch President, Cosmo Brunson, National Chairperson, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I know you didn't know about this either, but that's why I said you got to make it.
Honestly, did not expect this. I do what I do because I've been at Mill Nursery for 24 years, so amazing. And those kids right there are worth it. I just want to do what I can. You know, if there are obstacles and I can move them, I'll move them. If I need someone's help to help move them, I'll move will do everything I can to get you where you need to be. And I am so proud that you are here tonight, that you participated. I'm proud of all of the students that are here tonight. But as I start this, I'm honored, but it's all about you, our future leaders. It's all about you taking the ball and running with it. We're looking. We love to watch you shine, and that's where I find most of my joy. Thank you.
Okay, now I'm going to sing Lift Every Voice and Sing. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing this time. Okay, so we are going to start with the humanities. Oh, before I get started, so each category comes with an award. If you have a bronze medal, each bronze medal winner will receive a check for $250. Each silver medalist will receive a check for $350. And our gold medalists receive a check for $500. Now, if you are a senior and happen to medal, you will receive a match of whatever category, whatever medal you reach. You will receive that equivalent as an educational incentive. So if you are a bronze medalist, you will receive $250 and another $250. Because we want you to do well, and we want you to hit the ground running when you matriculate at whatever fantastic school you are going to, and you are going to show everyone that you are from this area, and this is what we do. And then you're going to come back and check in, and the whole cycle goes all over again. All right, so let's get started. The humanities. For poetry written, we have a bronze medalist, it's the junior by the name of India Smith. Medalist, the junior by the name of Sion Estefanos. Comes from Bishop McDevitt. Yes, we have a gold medalist in the category. We have a junior from, here we go, from Bishop McDevitt, James Baldwin. And all our gold medalists will go on to represent us at the national competition in July at Atlantic City. Next, we have our short story category. We have a bronze medalist, a senior from New Hershey. Tia is a senior as well, so she will receive, in addition to her $250, she will receive her $250 educational incentive slip. Next, we have our silver medalist, a junior by the name of Priscilla Smith, and Priscilla attends. In the same category, we have a freshman from Science. Essay category, and there's just one medalist, one in that category of gold, and it goes to a sophomore from Skilling High Spire, Mr. Kyle Murray.
You don't have to judge.
Right.
I just gave birth to
But
which one?
he's looking.
This one, this one, okay.
Next, we have our performing arts category. We have music vocal. There are going to be 3 medalists, starting with our bronze, a junior from. Next, we have our silver medalist, a senior from CD, from Central Dauphin, Ashley Bynum. 350 and 350. Now for our gold medalist from Bishop Garrett. Select minutes. Now category, and we have a bronze, silver, and gold. Okay. So we're going to start with our bronze, a freshman by the name of Veda Ramos Ramirez. Silver medal goes to the senior, Danielle Mlala. Next, we have our gold medalist, and we have, it's a sophomore by the name of Angel Goulet. It's the contemporary category, and there's just one medal. We have a bronze, a senior by the name of Danielle Bauer. And again, Danielle is a senior, so she will receive the 250 and 250 as the educational incentive. We'll start with ballet. We have a silver medalist, a junior by the name of Sophia Lozada. We have two medalists. There's a silver, a junior by the name of Zakia Parker.
Let's straighten that name. It's Zakai.
And the C category, a sophomore by the name of Jabri Payne. As for our traditional dance category, and there's just one medal. It is gold. It's a junior, Tejuni.
Good job.
Category, two medals. We start with the bronze, a junior by the name of India Smith. title is gold, and it's a gem here by the name of James Baldwin. Yeah, for the theme category, there's one medal, but it is gold. Gia Morris Morales, will you please come up? Oh. For photography. Gia Morris Morales, gold medal. We have one medalist, it's a bronze senior by the name of Andy Sebastian. Is it Eustache or Eustace? Eustache. Last medal. For medicine and health, it goes to a senior who could not be here with us tonight, but we're still going to acknowledge her nonetheless. Gold senior by the name of Madison Stokes. Her father, Mr. Floyd Stokes.
Sorry. I don't think it's gonna fit over my fro.
Oh, no.
this guy.
Madison represented us last year at the National Medicine Health. And received a bronze medal for her Medal in Health project last year. This is a bittersweet moment for the actual program because Madison is a senior and will be going on to continue her education. But I want her father, who is accepting her behalf, to give us some details about this particular budding genius.
Good evening. It's an honor for me to be here, standing in for Madison. She's not feeling well today, but it's not COVID. She actually had something to me to say. She said she was happy to receive, she left the blank because she didn't know which medal, the gold medal in medicine health category, Thomas Sloan Bond. I'm so thankful I've had the opportunity to experience ACT all 4 years of high school. ACT opened my eyes to a whole new way of thinking and learning. I would like to take this time to thank Mr. Kava, Mr. Molly, and the team for making ACT happen year after year. The judges and mentors who gave me feedback that have made my project stronger. People like Sterling, Barbara Thompson, Chelsea, Samantha, and Dr. Netta. And most importantly, my parents who have guided me all throughout my academic journey, giving me words of encouragement and wisdom along the way. I'm so excited to take what I've learned from ACT and will be attending Chatham University on a full academic scholarship. Majoring in neuroscience and minoring in psychology. This is not goodbye, ACT as I plan to give back to the future ACT participants, as my time competing is an experience I will never forget. Thank you. And I just like to say that she's a solid kid. Her quote is, it's about the journey. And I say there is no destination, especially if you're not taking your family with you. And I also would like to thank ACT NAACP and all her village of supporters. She is who she is because I heard a sermon years ago that said, if you want to raise world-class children, take them around world-class people. They're in the community. So I want to thank you all so much, and we thank you.
So, want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. We have some awards that will be given to a national representatives, all the gold medalists, the particular forms that I'll be getting to you that will be necessary to get back and completed. Every one of our participants tonight will also be getting a year's membership to the NAACP. always, I leave you as I greeted you. In the name of those that came before me, those here with me, and those yet to come. Peace.
Yeah, okay. Judge, yeah. Well, no.
Oh.
Committee members, can we see you for a moment here? I want to give you your